Hello and welcome back to another edition of NXT Out 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate, and we're at the Go Home show now before NXT Takeover 36. Yes, it's crept up on us, but yeah, I can't wait. There's lots of good matches on that card. Samoa Joe returning, potentially Adam Cole's final match in NXT, so lots to get into, and let's see how the Go Home show went. A full member of the UE, Roderick Strong and Diamond Mine were in the ring as NXT kicked off, and Billion said that Kushida was a liar and a coward and that he wouldn't want to defend his title against Roddy either. It was revealed earlier that Kushida was not medically cleared. Roderick offered up an open challenge and it was Ilya Dragunov who answered. Roddy was dominating as the match began. Ilya countered it with a spinning chest chop and a senton. H-Man distracted Ilya from the outside as Roddy sent him onto the steel steps before hitting a Uranagi. However, Ilya managed to get on top with a suplex for a 2 count. Dragovich then hit the Torpedo Moscow for the win on NXT despite a counter from Strong. I'm going to give this 7 out of 10. This is a really solid start to NXT and puts Dragunov over. Isaiah Swerve Scott was next out with Hit Row, and they called Santos Escobar out for taking his grill last week. Escobar showed up on the Titantron and said that he did not mean any disrespect, but seeing them burn Lucha Martin, called Scott out to the parking lot but asked him to come and take it home. Isaiah walked out to meet him, but Wild and Mendoza jumped from behind. Hit Row rushed to the parking lot and took Legado del Fantasma out. Swerve grabbed Escobar and smacked him in the garage a few times before walking off with his crew. Yeah, this was alright, just building up to that match before we got Cameron Grimes versus basically a local competitor or a jobber. Grimes hit some good early offense, but a distraction from Knight allowed Briggs to get in control. Grimes then hit a flying crossbody and then a cave-in for an extremely quick win on Briggs. After the match, Knight attacked Ted DiBiase and Grimes, and Grimes tried to come to his aid, but Knight's finisher was hit on Grimes. I'm going to give this 6 out of 10. Yeah, just basically a final stop on the road to Takeover. Nothing special, but nothing awful. Hartwell and Dexter Lumas were then taking on Robert Stone and Jesse Camille. Index was dominating the match and delivering a double beatdown before Frankie Monet grabbed Dexter by the feet and tried to pull him out. Lumas instead brought the former Ring Pack Wrestling star into the ring, and the referee caught Monet and sent her backstage. Stone was hit with a spinebuster after he tried to negotiate with Dexter. However, Hartwell almost got the pin off a distraction. Stone tried for a dive on the outside but missed. Camille hit a forearm to Lumas at ringside before Hartwell came into the ring. Hartwell locked in Dexter's finisher, the silence on Camille, and they tapped out, giving Indy and Dexter the win. And afterwards, Indy proposed to Dexter, and they're now engaged. Who doesn't love a nice romantic story? 7 out of 10. Before Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai were in an interview on NXT, and Gonzalez said that Dakota used her, but then when she went after because she suppressed Kai, the NXT veteran says she taught Gonzalez everything that she needed to know, and that she wouldn't be there if she wasn't with her. Gonzalez called Kai a sidekick before we got Carmelo Hayes versus Duke Hudson. Hudson had the upper hand early on. Back to the show, Hudson went for the Windsor challenge, and Hayes managed to hit a Caesar kick before Carmelo kicked a few times and Hayes hit a lung blower and got the flying leg drop for the win. And Hayes fired off Odyssey Jones and said that he was the final boss in the tournament, not Jones. Jones came out and had some choice words as both men had a stare off. 6 out of 10. Yeah, basically just a normal match to finish off the semi-finals, and I just can't wait for the final. It should be a great match. Cameron Grimes was backstage when Ted DiBiase walked up to him and said that he was sorry for dragging him into all of this. Grimes said that it was his fault for not believing in himself and freaked out, yelling he was going to be $1 million champion. The Hall of Famer agreed, and then he did his iconic laugh. Building up to that match, and I'm actually quite looking forward to it now, before Jessie Jane put a creepy promo before we headed back to NXT, and we got MSK versus Imperium. MSK had early control of the match as Carter tagged in and hit a Bronco Buster to get in control. Bartel then hit an uppercut and took Carter out before MSK hit dives on Imperium and caught both of them and slammed them onto the ground before we headed for a break. Back on NXT, Lee kicked out of a pin and Imperium isolated him in the ring. Bartel went for the ankle lock on Lee before tagging Eichner
back in for a big move. Lee looked like he was done and tagged Carter in as Walter arrived at ringside. The NXT UK champion ran a distraction which put MSK in a lot of trouble. However, Ilya Dragunov attacked Walter. Ilya's efforts were not good enough to keep the ring general down as he took out his 36th Takeover proponent. Amidst the chaos outside, MSK hit their combined finisher on Imperium to get the win. After the match, Walter wiped out Dragunov at ringside and destroyed MSK before Imperium stepped in the ring. The NXT UK champion knocked Dragunov out once more. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. This was really, really strong. Great match, and then building up to the UK title match afterwards too.
Samoa Joe was out next and called Cross out. Cross came out and said that he wasn't about either of them, it was about the future of the brand. He said he called security as protection for Joe as several guys lined up outside the ring. Cross said that Joe would have no real chance and would get dropped real fast before Joe attacked him. The security team tried to separate both men, but Joe took them all out with a dive. Joe was then sent into the steel sets and Cross went through the barricades and looked like he was badly hurt as the official stepped in to defuse the situation as NXT went off the air. This was solid. Basically just to get you hyped for NXT, the title match this weekend, and I think it did a fairly good job of it because I am now hyped. Overall this week NXT gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Really enjoyed this show, to be honest. From top to bottom, there was loads of great bits throughout. Did what it needed to do to build up to Takeover. As far as the new NXT goes, I would say this is a pretty goddamn solid start. So please keep it up. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, comments down below. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.